Okay, the coupling base. Take a look at this. We're in inches. File new part. All right. Document properties, units. Everything's gone quicker now. IPS, inches, pounds, seconds. I had to shut down other programs I had running in the background. Speed this up a little bit. So we'll draw this on the top plane. Turn my grid on. Here I'm going to go with a slot right here. I'll just do a center point straight slot. Start at the origin point. Just pull out and draw the slot shape. Put these dimensions in. 1 inch radius. And we got 2.5 inches from center to center of the arcs. So we can just grab that middle part, 2.5. Then we have the interior slot, it's 1/2 inch in. We can redraw that. We can draw another slot on top of it, or we can just do an offset. Let's do an offset. Let's try an offset. Do that in class. Let's do the offset, make that 0.5 distance. I'm going to grab that line and I want to go the other direction. So I'm going to grab it and pull it in. And I was doing that. I got rid of my 0.5, so I'm going to have to click on that and make sure that's 0.5 right there. That distance is 0.5. There we go. Okay, so now we want to, this break in here is 1.25. So I'm going to pop some lines in here. I could put a rectangle, but this time I'm just going to pop some lines in. And I think that 1.25 is the distance between them. 1.25. And it's got to be centered. I think centered and symmetrical. So I'm going to do, well, let me see something here. 1.25. Let's say 1.25. There we go. Okay, so we want to get what's half of 1.25 is 0.625, I believe. So I'll put a dimension from this edge to the origin point, which is our center point, and put it at 0.625. That centers it up. And I can trim stuff out. I'll hit trim entities. Trim that out. Let's destroy the slot. Yeah, we want to continue because we don't want to keep the slot. Just want the shape. So, okay. So now I can go ahead and extrude that up. It's 1/2 inch up. So let's exit the sketch. Control 7. Features, extrude. Make this 0.5 over here. And then enter. And I got that shape. Okay. Now we want to do this back surface. I can put a surface, sketch plane on this surface or on the back. Let's do it on this surface. Why not? Does it really matter? And I'm going to draw a rectangle. Down here somewhere, and then put a circle in there. That's tangent there, so this should be tangent here. Let me just double check on that. Hit that arc, and hit control, hit the edge, hit the tangent constraint, and it forces it in there. Trim this out. Trim that out. Yeah, trimming it, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to put a dimension on here because this is a radius of 0.625. I want to center this. Let me go ahead and get out of that. So to center it, I'm going to pick the center point of the arc. I'm going to hit Control. I'm going to hit my origin point, and then I'm going to pick the vertical constraint, and that'll line them up vertically. So now that's centered. And then I want this an inch from the bottom. So we'll put a dimension from the arc to the very bottom is 1 inch. Okay. Then I just got to put that hole in the center, and that's a 1/2 inch diameter. So we'll put a circle. If we mouse over the arc itself, it'll pull up our center point, and I can just click on that, and it'll snap to it. And then just dimension that at 0.5. What's going on here? Hold on. Let me get it. Do that again. 0.5. 0.5. There we go. All right. And that should be it. I got the 1 inch. I got the 0.625. So if I get out of there, exit the sketch, Control 7, and do a features, do an extrusion. I'm going to flip the direction right here. And my distance, I'm going to go up to surface and then pick this back surface. Say OK. And there it is. That's the part. And that's the coupling base.